NVIDIA. My
Yes.
God, what is going on? This is
Yeah.
ridiculous. By the way, I spent 30 minutes on CNBC pre-earnings going in and out. They brought me back 4 times, but it was like real-time coverage. CNBC had a ticker, like a Christmas days till Christmas that they would show.
Yeah. It's crazy. By the way, well, I'll take your 6 billion and raise you 40 something billion. Holy heck. Yeah, Pat, it's you know it's big when like the mainstream news outlets are reporting on it. Like I mean, you have these like big outlets, CNN, Fox, and everybody else talking about NVIDIA. What the heck, right? What is silicon? So just to set context, their market cap increased by $255 billion in one day.
No. They literally they went up in AMD since earnings.
Yes, or 277. Yeah, they went up in AMD. That's a good way of putting it. So total revenue for the quarter was strong, of course, at 22 billion. That's a meager 265% increase year over year in quarterly revenue. Yeah, I know, right? Thank God for data center business pulling its weight at 409% year over year growth, coming in at 18 billion in revenue. I don't have a whole lot to say except for holy heck. This is incredible. We kind of knew something was going to be big, right? When you saw the AMD earnings and how strong they were with the MI300, you kind of knew it was going to be big. But this big, full year revenue, 47.5 billion. And equally important are some of the announcements they've made in the last quarter. When you look at Nemo AI, is it Nemo AI? Nemo AI, yeah, which is gives easier access into models. They've done things in the medical field. They signed the agreement with AWS. They have a big partnership with Cisco. It is just like nonstop. The question is it peaked? Is it going to peak anytime soon? How much does an AMD come in and kind of backfill, or not even backfill because they have a strong product offering? But where does this go? I mean, this cannot continue at this pace.
Can't be sustainable. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the big question that I got throughout the week is how long can this go? And on a percentage basis, they're going to lose percentage market share. But if your market is growing from 100 billion to 400 billion, and I kind of buy into the AMD market TAM number, NVIDIA can still grow $200 billion and lose percentage market share. So who cares, right? And then there's this talk about NVIDIA potentially getting into the custom ASIC market, right? Which, like we talked about, at least the three horsemen have already created their own ASICs out there. There's a trade-off between ASICs and GPUs for programmability, but if you're NVIDIA, you're totally going to throw CUDA, not just the programmability, but the CUDA frameworks and the CUDA models against it for ease of transition. I mean, every time I think that the big companies can't get bigger, the big companies keep getting bigger. And if you look historically, the big companies either tripped a little on their own or they tripped either by self-inflicted wounds or not getting on the boat of the next new thing.
Yeah.
Or they were broken up by the federal government when it came to companies like AT&T. I've never seen, this is unprecedented. I think it goes, I think there was I'm trying to think of the tobacco and trade company back in the 1770s. I think they said would have been the largest company and would have been worth like $2 trillion in today's. But seriously, just when you think the big companies can't get bigger, they keep getting bigger.